Hello, so in this video, I'm going to talk about how we can copy any of the objects in 3ds Max. So usually how we can just copy and paste in all the other softwares, but in 3ds Max, there's more option to do that. So just to start with that, we can create just a regular box, and then we can look for all the options how we can make it copy. So on the top over here, the edit option, if we click on that, we can see the clone option. But before that, we need to select the object. So from this select option, if we click the box that we want to make a clone or copy, after that, if we click on edit, we can click on the clone option, and also the shortcut is Control+V. We can just click on the clone and it will give us this option, which is copy, instance, and reference. Copy is basically the normal how we can create any object copy, and instance is it retains with linked characters. So if one object is bent, the another object will also bend. So these are the options we can have a look. So first thing I'm going to do is just to click on copy, and I can click on any of the X's at what side I want to bring it in. So I'm just going to click on X-axis, and this is just the copy of the main object. Another thing we can do, we can just press Shift and then again drag to any of the X's. I have clicked on the Y-axis. In this case, if we do this, it will also give us the number of copies, like how many copies we want of the same object. But for now, I'm going to keep it just one. And we have already used the copy object. Now I'm going to do the instance, and I'll just select OK. The next thing I'm going to do again, I'll click on Shift and drag it again on a different side. And this time it would be reference, and I'll just click OK. So basically we do have all these options. Like this is the main object, then we have the copy, the instance, and the reference. So if we click on this one, how we can see the differences. If we click on this, and we can just go to the modify panel. Over here in the parameters, if we change any of the lengths or with anything, we can see it doesn't change any other objects. Now, if we click the second one, which was just the copy of the first object, the main object, if we change the parameters, we can see all these three objects are actually linked together. So even whatever we change, it will change altogether. And we can also see a difference. If we click on this one, this box written here is not in bold. So the linked, any of the linked objects we click, it will have this bold letter. So this is linked with that. And if we want to unlinked it, like if we want to make it unique object, we can also do that. Just right on, click right, and we can see the option make unique. And now if we change this, it's already one unique object. So this is another way, even if we make a copy or clone, we can just make it to unique one. Then the next two, this one was instance and this one was reference. Even for this two, this is still linked because we can see these are in bold letters. So if we click on this, we can still see that the heights, they are changing altogether. The next thing what we can do is we can go to the modifier list and just put any kind of option. Like we can just do the bend, and we can see that both of these objects are linked and they're changing altogether. One option is when we are clicking any object, there's the difference for the blue line over here. So any modifier object or anything below that blue line is going to change altogether. But if anything is on top of it, for example, we can just add another bend option for the reference. So now it has another option, which is on top of the line. Now, if we change it, we can see it only changed the reference option. And that object, it's not changing this object. So this is the difference between instance and reference. We can also, if we just drag it down, because if we put it under that line, we can see it will change altogether. So basically anything under this line would be changed together. And again, if we change that, and yeah, we can also change the angles like this, and we can see this is actually in two different shapes now, because I have changed the angles for this one but not changed this one. So this is the basic idea how we can clone any objects, and how we can also make it link together, how we can also make it any unique object. So these are the options we can use when we're creating any kind of objects.